So thank you, candidates. We'll now move into a brief lightning round. These questions are intended to provide shorter responses and quick insight into priorities and leadership perspectives. Candidates will have approximately 30 seconds for each response. So you have some questions. Give you a quick second to gather yourself from the line. Ready? We'll start with Mr. Chancey. What is the biggest opportunity facing North Augusta today?
Well, the biggest opportunity is bringing companies or businesses into North Augusta, making them feel welcome, making sure that we provide them with all the information that they need in order to operate efficiently. I believe that growth is a big opportunity for North Augusta, but as long as we don't grow faster than infrastructure can put up with it. But growth only becomes an opportunity if it is planned properly.
Thank you. Mr. Shellhorse.
Yeah, to be the most thriving city in the CSRA, we're an economic development dream. We're a riverside location. We have wonderful workforce development assets, and we have wonderful quality of life. With the right leadership, we can get there.
Thank you. Ms. Waldrop.
Going back to my previous comment, we've given our citizens the opportunity to be heard, maybe look at our format of how we use city council meetings. But I think a huge opportunity for our city is simply to slow down a little bit, be thoughtful about what we're doing, and actually, as we're looking at our plans, really plan and take everybody's perspectives into account, even if we disagree or if it can't happen. I think we have the opportunity to help our citizens be a part of our decision-making processes in many ways.
Thank you. Mr. Buck.
Yes, one thing that we currently do with being on city council is we go to municipal association meetings. And every time I go to these meetings, I meet council members and mayors from all over the city. And what do they tell me? North Augusta has it going on. We are North Augusta's riverfront. And one thing, biggest opportunity is the assets that we have here, that we can continue growing with those assets. And like I said earlier, our capital sales tax, those projects, and that's our biggest opportunity, is capitalizing those projects and getting them done.
Ms. McCauley.
Yes, I think our biggest opportunity is business development right now. We have multiple businesses opening in our area, and that's based off of our quality of life and the amazing area that we live in. I think we just continue to do what we've been doing. There's always room for improvement, but I think that's one reason we all chose to live here in North Augusta is because of the quality of life, and I think that's what's bringing businesses in, and I think that's the opportunity that we have.
All right. Next question. What is the biggest challenge facing North Augusta? And we'll start with Mr. Shellhorse.
Sprawl and affordability. Okay, Washington's trying to make life for Americans unaffordable with all this inflation. We got to do what we can at the local level to keep things affordable and stop sprawl. We can do this smartly.
Mr. Chancey.
Yes, I believe that the greatest challenge is the sprawl. I believe the biggest challenge is build, and not holding anybody, holding anybody accountable for that growth. I believe that we need to settle down and check out the challenges of growth and make sure that we are giving priority where priority is deserved, and that's to the citizens of North Augusta and what they want, what they need in order to live the quality of life.
Ms. Waldrop.
Well, of course, it's too much too fast as far as the growth. That is a major challenge. But I would say trust in our leadership, both elected and those that we have on staff. I think we need to start figuring out how to build that trust with our citizens. That's a major challenge. And then beyond that, definitely trying to make sure we can maintain our quality of life, and at this point, probably even try to improve it. Because in some respects, it is starting to decline just a little bit with all of the growth we got.
Thank you. Mr. Buck.
Yes, so of course the biggest challenge, we all know this, is growth. And another thing is affordable housing. I see that every day with what I do. But, so we have some big challenges, and it takes people that have experience to meet these challenges, and I am the person who can get that done.
Thank you. Ms. McCauley.
I'm probably going to echo David Buck, but growth is our biggest challenge. South Carolina is one of the fastest growing states in America right now. Every city is facing that, so I think anybody that ends up on city council needs to be evaluating that as soon as they get out onto council and be revisiting it every single year because it's going to continue to change and it's something that we need to focus on.
Thank you. Next question. What will be your top priority your during your first 90 days in office. Ms. Waldrop?
I've had 4 or 5. I'll do as fast as I can. First of all, we need to take a look at that comprehensive plan we keep talking about. That's day one. We gotta pull that thing out and start revamping that a little bit. Next, we need to take a look at our city administrators' residency requirements. I think that's a huge, requirement. Senior center, we need a senior center, and yes, we need an animal shelter.
Thank you. Mr. Buck?
One thing that I would do in 9 days, something I've been trying to work on the last 3 years, is to continue to improve our communication between the city and the citizens.
Ms. McCauley?
I would, go ahead and start focusing back on growth. When I was on council, that 10-year planning happened in 2023, so we'll be actually, it'll be 4 or 5 years in, so we need to go back to that and revisit that drawing board and also present it to the citizens, because I know a lot of people aren't aware of what we talked about in 2023. So reiterating things year by year, I think is important to everyone.
Mr. Chancey?
Yes, first of all, financial reviews. I want to know about why, where, how the money is being spent. First of all, that goes along with transparency. Second of all, improve transparency and communication with the citizens of North Augusta so residents understand major projects and the budget that we're working on. Senior services, animal shelter. Animal shelter improvements are great and that's wonderful and all, but if you can't find an animal shelter, then how are you supposed to work with the animal shelter in order to adopt animals?
Thank you. Mr. Shellhorse?
Yeah, so a deep dive on planning and zoning. We gotta make our zoning working for us, especially priority revitalization corridors like East Martintown Road and Belvedere. Those places are struggling, we can do better. And then the transparency measures we discussed, dashboard community affairs officer.
Thank you. Next question. What is one thing North Augusta must protect as it continues to grow? And we'll start with you, Mr. Buck.
Yes, we definitely got to protect our green space. We don't make any more land. Also with clear cutting, I'm tired of seeing these mass projects just get bulldozed over. And I think the planning commission is looking at some ways so we can kind of get around that, and I want to see that go forward.
Thank you. Ms. Waldrop?
Definitely agree with David on what he just said about all that, but I would say definitely our community look and feel the character of our city and our small town feel. The thing that draws people to the city, that's what we have to protect.
Mr. Shellhorse?
Architectural integrity of our community. Fayetteville, Arkansas does a great job of this. If you were to look it up, they'll say yes to every developer that comes to town. And then, yeah, character. You got it. And there's plenty of things we can do for that.
Ms. McCauley?
I'm going with small town feel and character too. Somebody asked me today at work about North Augusta. I said, it reminds me of small town America where we have our Christmas tree lighting and cookie crawls. That's what we need to maintain. We need to maintain where you walk into stores and you know the owners that are there and you know who you're speaking with. Growth is going to happen, but I think that we can work towards maintaining that quality of life that we have here.
Mr. Chancey?
Just like my campaign sign says, protect what makes North Augusta home. And that includes our green space, and clear cutting is an awful situation right now. We need to protect, and have better buffer zoning as well. And, once green space is gone, it's gone. Once we build on it, it's gone. So we need to make sure that we keep that as a priority as, we serve North Augusta.
Thank you. Final question. In one word, how would you describe North Augusta's future? We will start with Ms. McCauley.
Great.
Mr. Chancey?
Opportunity.
Mr. Shellhorse?
Boundless.
Ms. Waldrop?
Dynamic.
And Mr. Buck?
I would say one word is beautiful.
Thank you.